So I'll make this video short, YouTube. I have a 2002 F150 4.2 liter. It's a V6 rear-wheel drive, of course. So I've been getting these codes saying P0171 and P0174, bank 1, bank 2 conditions that are, lean, too much air, not enough gas. I took this back and forth South Dakota. I made it just fine. And when I got back I actually lived in California, by the way. Not that it matters. But when I got back, it gave me those codes out of nowhere. So I thought maybe it's from the wear and tear. I even cleaned the mass airflow sensor over there, which I even replaced actually. I replaced air filter and everything. I cleaned the idle air control. Nothing happened. I checked the resistance on each fuel injectors, but they all seem to have a relatively close resistance to the average. And so I decided to look deep further in the internet. They said that it's got to be my isolator bolts, which wasn't the problem, but they needed to be replaced anyway, so who knows. But okay, so I took off the manifold, the air manifold, intake manifold, sorry, and I even replaced the AGR valve right here. So you can see it's like brand spanking new. But anywho, after I took off the air intake manifold, I noticed that none of them, all of them seem to have been tightened properly, and none of them, it doesn't seem like they're like leaking air into the system or somewhat like that. And after I took off the manifold, of course, I broke one of the bolts off, which is very unfortunate, and it's still in there actually. I'm gonna get a tap and drill set, whatever. And I was closely inspectioning that if I should go further down and replace the gaskets on the top half as well. And I noticed back there, the box, that's the idle IMRC, intake manifold something control. And I noticed that one of the clips, one of the plastics, on one of those two wires right here. So you have this, and you have that one bottom. This one goes to bank 1, controlling the valve system here. I wish I didn't have the paper towel so I could show you. But what I noticed is that my bank 2, all of the valves here are open, but this one's closed. So I thought maybe that's part of the control part of it. Before I took off everything, unplugged the battery and everything, so I looked all the way back there, and to my surprise, of course, this is why. Sorry, see here. This is why it's handy to have proper mechanic tools, actually. So I noticed that the plastic. Let's go with bank 1 first. Maybe that'll give you some idea. Focus. Or I might have to edit this video anyway. Okay, so where are you? How did I get to that earlier? Oh, there it is. Okay, so right there. There is the wire that goes from that IMRC motor. It has that white plastic around that wire and goes around that valve-looking hinge thing. And so this is bank 1. Now, that's the this is the top one. That's the wire that goes to bank 1. Now let's go to bank 2. So I noticed when I was, come on, focus. So that bottom wire there leads to bank 2. And what I noticed is that it's not attached. Pretty sure you can see that square right there. If I can get a better angle, maybe this will work. You can hold the camera right, stupid. Okay, so it doesn't want to focus now. Okay, but anywho, basically that hinge right there, that square one, I don't know if you can see, that square hole right there, there's supposed to be a plastic piece there that's attached to the wire that is now going nowhere. So if I poke that lower wire, it's gonna be loose. See? Oh. See? I can move it. But if I try moving the top one, it's not gonna move because of course the other end is attached. But this one is a flippin', this is a trip basically. So it turns out it's not always your isolator bolts. It's not always the gasket. For you people out there who has been dealing with this kind of pain, lean condition in your truck, check the box behind the air intake manifold first. I mean, you might not have enough clearance, but with a good inspection tool like this and some light, inspect those two ends first. You can easily just crawl on the sides here and check, but you don't always have to jump to the conclusion that you need to change your isolator bolts and your gaskets or the PCV valves for that matter. I even checked that PCV valve, both of them. They were fine. I'm gonna replace them anyway since I'm already here. But peace out. Check those first, guys. Peace.